Hello students, how are you? I think you are fine and fit. Don't go outside from your house and study a lot. Today in accounts, I will discuss about classification of accounting heads. As you know, in an accounting year, lot of transactions takes place in a business. So we need to categorize them. We need to classify them into 3 heads. The question is why? Because while doing the journal, you can easily understand which account will be debited and which account will be credited. Secondly, starting from the journal, when you finish the journal, you prepare the ledger accounts. Ledger accounts are prepared, the heads are posted, and finally the balance is drawn. That is, the closing balance is calculated and drawn. From the closing balances, trial balance is prepared, and after trial balance is done, we prepare the final accounts, that is trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. So while doing trading profit and loss account and balance sheet, this categorization and classification of accounting heads becomes very useful. Why? Because first of all, I will tell about the heads. The 3 heads are personal, real and nominal. Personal heads are related to individual and non-individual heads. Real accounts are related to assets, and nominal accounts are related to expenses, losses, incomes and gains. So when you prepare the final accounts, that is when you start with the trading profit and loss account, the nominal accounts need to be closed first. So to recognize the nominal accounts, recognizing the nominal accounting heads, the ledgers, you need to categorize them to know them, that which ledger heads will go to the trading profit and loss account. Generally, nominal account heads go to the trading profit and loss account. The personal and real heads go to the balance sheet. So if you categorize these accounting ledger heads into 3 categories, it will be easier to do the journals, to do the debits and credits properly, and finally you can place them into the trading profit and loss account and balance sheet while preparing final accounts. So now, how will you categorize the ledger heads? I will show you. Follow the video. So here we continue the accounting heads. The accounting heads are divided into 3 categories: personal, real and nominal. Personal heads can again be divided into 2 parts: individual and non-individual. The personal heads can again be divided into 2 parts: one is individual and another is non-individual. Individuals are, who are the individuals? We, the living beings. Me, you, all the living beings are individuals, that is, we human beings are individuals. And non-individuals who are non-live, who are not living. So those comes under the non-individual head. Who are they? The companies, the firms or the institutions. Okay. Now let's move to the second category. It is real account. Real accounts are all related to assets. That is, assets, as you know, the company buys the materials, those which are required for operations, that is for productions and operations. Those are called assets. Next we come to the nominal account. As I told, nominal accounts are related to expenses and losses as well as incomes and gains. So these are the main 3 categories: personal, real and nominal. Now in every category there is a debit and credit. So when you do the journal, as you know, it is a twofold aspect, that from a business, when you purchase anything, if you purchase anything, that means you are getting the goods from the business. At the same time you are paying to the business for that. That means in one hand you are getting and another hand you are giving. So there are twofold aspects in accounts. So that is why one account should be debited and another account should be credited in accounts. So how they are done, let's find. So in the first category, that is in the personal head, here the receiver is debit. That is, a person who is receiving anything should be debit, and the person who is giving something will be credit. So according to the debit and credit rules, if a ledger is found in personal category, if it is receiving something, then it will be a debit. If it gives something, it will be credit. In the next category, in the real heads, if an asset comes into the business, suppose in a business an asset is purchased, so it is going into the business, so it will be debit. When the asset is purchased, it will be debit. But at the same time, if any asset is being sold, it will be credit, because the asset is going out from the business, it is going out, so it will be credit. Similarly, in nominal head, debit will be their expenses and losses. The expenses which are made by the business and the losses which a business suffers will be debit. Similarly, when the company makes an income by selling their goods and services, it will be credit. And if it gains by selling any asset in a higher price, it will be credit. So again I am repeating, in personal head, debit will be the receiver, credit will be the giver. In real head, any assets that comes in will be debit. If any asset goes out, will be credit. And in the nominal head, all the expenses and losses will be debit, and all incomes and gains will be credit. So this is called the categorization of accounting heads. Hope you understood this, and just look on to the video once more so that you can understand it properly, and read your book for more clarification. So here I complete the video. In the next video I will show that how the journal is made on the basis of this classification of accounts. Until then, goodbye and stay fit. Thank you.